Hello, everyone. Welcome to Alphawisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandria, and this is video 160. The topic for this week is the fate line. As you see on your screen, the fate line can be referred to as the career line, line of work, life path line, or line of Saturn. But we all know it as the fate line. But depending on what source you're looking at, don't be surprised if you see these names. And they're quite well accepted. Okay, so what is a fate line? Well, this line is the hardest to recognize because it's so varied in its form. They all don't look alike. Often fragmented, that is in pieces or in sections. In many cases, they do not appear at all until the person is in their 20s. Remember that this line always runs up to the center of the palm, toward the middle finger, and it'll make it easier to spot. Now, it can run up from the center of the palm. It also can run up from the lunar section or the moon. From that section, it also can run up from inside the lifeline on the Venus mount. That's your thumb ball. So we can find it in many places. Sometimes it comes in a straight line. Sometimes it comes in a curving line. Sometimes it comes in pieces. But it's all headed toward the Saturn. That is the middle finger. So a little information on it, because we're going to be examining, actually reading or analyzing a palm, besides talking about the fate line, okay? The fate line has many names, which I've gone over to with that for you. In many ways, this line cuts a path through all the various options in life to clarify our sense of who we are and what we want. Now, if we look at both hands, the passive hand is about character and your attitude toward the family. The active hand rules the career and life goals. So they work together, but they are different. The passive hand is what you come into the world with. It's like your DNA saying you can do this if you want to go with it. The right hand takes that and works with it, makes little adjustments here and there. And that's how it works. Now, if this line is fragmented, it takes longer to form as we mature later in life. So that is saying if the line comes in sections, like a little line or a weak-looking line, it's like you're trying to find your way into the world to decide what you want to do with your life. What are you interested in? Don't be worried if you don't see a line there, even beyond ages 20. Sometimes it depends on who we are. It takes a little longer to adjust and see what we want. When the line is strong and clear, it shows a clear sense of life goals and values and a strong character. So that's what we're focusing on today. The strong lifeline. When it says strong, you can see it. It doesn't come in broken parts. It's just a straight line. And that means the person really knows what they want to do in life. Okay, let's first off find this line to make sure it's there. Remember I said it can come up the center's right in here, and go straight toward the middle finger, which is Saturn, okay? Or it can come from inside. Here's something coming from inside. That is a fate line. And the line that goes right up toward Saturn is the line that's coming from this person's hand in the lunar section. So there's a little different meaning here when it comes from the center and this. This, when it comes from the center, you know what you want to do, you just go for it. If it's close to the lifeline, it means there's some push or certainly strong encouragement from the family, okay? When it comes from the lunar area, it involves working your way, what you want to do. Perhaps no influence from the family, but it is what you want, you select. And most times, fate lines that come from the lunar area means that it's service oriented. You want to make a contribution to society. You want to help others in whatever way you do it, whether it's small or whether it's expansive. It's your decision. You found yourself. So let's look here. This person started at a young age, deciding that's what they wanted to do. Notice there's no change. Change indicates indecision, or you've changed your mind, or you've made some adjustment. But in this case, this line is unbroken as it moves straight up. You see? Straight up. So when we look at the end of this line, which is right around here, this person stops working directly, maybe in the position that they had, I'd say in the late 50s, getting close to 60, but in the late 50s, okay? Now, we see something coming up from here. This may mean a line where they're continuing working something else. All right. Now, we also look here. This is Apollo. And you see it cuts through that heart line. That indicates that this person has great notoriety. And there's thinness of the line here. I don't know if you could see it, but there's a little line here, right in here. And here's this one is this lifeline coming in here. So I would say this person is well known. Okay. Now, notice the other lines. The heart line is strong. The head line is strong. There's a gap here. Independent mind from childhood. There's just a little disruption in the energy here, but that doesn't take away, because we have this lifeline being very strong, very strong. And we have here Mars line cutting through. You'll notice here something we recently talked about. You see that crease? That has to do with loyalty or not forgetting a situation in the life. It could have been a big hurt or some sorrow, and that person holds it very close to them. We recently talked about this. So, but we've got this person has a lot going for them. This is the Mars line here. And we have, look at this one. I don't know if there's just so much here. This line going up toward the finger. It's a thin line, but that's how they look. That is the Mercury line or health line. And it is solid. It is unbroken. That shows intelligence. That shows someone who takes care of their physical body and mental body, because the headline is strong and very clear. So there are other lines going straight up. That means this person has received recognition because it's headed toward the self. This is Jupiter or index. So there was recognition there. It's always good when the lines go up. All right? And there, if you notice, index finger is longer than the ring finger. This is the hand of a leader. A lot going on here. Okay, and we have influence lines here, which is good. So all the things that, let's say someone would want to have to be assured that they're going to be okay in life, or wherever it is, this person seems to have it all. Okay, so this is what the long, solid, or we can simply say strong line looks like for a lifeline. Okay, let's take a quick look at one more. All right, here is one that comes right to the center, straight up, stops about right here, and this is early to mid 50s where the person stopped. I won't say that they stopped working, period, but whatever career this was, it stopped. And we do have thin lines going up here, indicating that yes, there's still work there, but not that position. Here is the headline heading way down. So this person is artistic, imaginative, and intuition looks good because we do have this mark in the center here, and the thumb is very flexible. So we have some great things going on, and we'll stop now. On the next video, we're going to continue with the same procedure, looking at the hand, finding out about the lifeline. In fact, we'll be touching on all of them, but the focus is on the fate line for this week. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you understood. And if you did understand, by all means, give a thumbs up, share, and of course, subscribe. If you have, thank you for subscribing. And thank you again for watching. Stay safe. Be happy. Bye.